Hey gang, Nate Bear here, lead technical tactician for Monument Traders Alliance and Trade of the Day. And today, in today's video watch list update, I want to kind of go over a couple things. I want to show you where we're at with the indexes. Then I've got a setup that I am watching for entry. My dog's coming over here to say hello during the recording. All right, so where are we with the indexes? Well, we're in a spot. We talked about this last week, and one thing I want to address too. Last week I saw some comments. You know, I record this video is Monday night. It's 10:09 p.m. Eastern. You can see that right here, actually, on my in my charting software. And the pick for last week was Microsoft, and you know, I noted we had CPI in the morning, right? I recorded this on Monday night. CPI came out Tuesday morning, and the stock gapped up. Well, you know, gapped up to 408 and took off. But I'm not recording these after the fact and cherry picking the best one or anything like that. But anyway, just wanted to point that out. So for this week, you know, we talked about the SPY comes into the 21 EMA and it bounces. It comes into the 21, it bounces. Comes into the 21, it bounces. 21 bounce, 21 bounce, right? Over and over and over. And Friday, we got that move into the 21 during OPEX, which is it was a pretty choppy week last week, pretty choppy, pretty dicey. And today we were getting that little bit of a bounce. So, you know, do we go higher from here? Do we roll over? Is this the time that's different? I don't know. And I'll tell you what's going to make that determination in all likelihood is going to be what happens on Wednesday. FOMC, 2 p.m. And then the big thing really is Powell's comments at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Does he come out and say, hey, you know what? Everything's good. We're on pace to cut rates. Or he's like, yeah, you know, we may have to ease up a little bit with our projections. Maybe we don't need a raise until the fall. Who knows what he's going to say? He probably will say a whole lot of nothing, but the market's reaction to what he says, whether substantive or not, is going to be key for the rest of the week, in my humble opinion. So from here, I think the easiest thing to do is to stay light into Wednesday afternoon and just sort of see what happens. With only basically Tuesday and then Wednesday morning to trade before the FOMC, there's really no reason, in my opinion, to load up on a bunch of swing trades. Day trading is fine. Trading short-term momentum, trading stocks like Netflix that look really, really good and are making great moves to new highs, like this. You know, we traded this today in Daily Profits Live. That's great. But coming in and saying, hey, you know what? I want to put on 7 new swing trades and then hope for the best. Whether you think it's going to be higher or lower is, in my opinion, not the smartest thing to do. Just wait and see another card. Let's see what happens Wednesday and kind of go from there. One name that I do like here quite a bit is CVNA. And the things that I like about this chart are numerous. I'll start with the short float. Okay, so the short float in CVNA is pretty high. It is 35%. That is a lot of short float. That means roughly 1 in 3 shares of every available share in the float is held short. So this thing beat earnings. And what happens after you beat earnings like this is you tend to work your way higher. Look at Netflix, for example. This is an earnings beat right in through here, and it works its way higher. That's what I'm looking for in CVNA. And within CVNA, we've got a great little TPS set up here on the 195-minute chart. So let me zoom in a little bit. So in this case, we have our pattern, right? We've got our trend. Clearly, this is bottom left, upper right, and we've got our squeeze. So we've got a squeeze of a momentum shift. Everything here looks great. So if I go over to CVNA, and you know, tomorrow, by the time this video comes out, if CVNA is at 90, there's nothing I can do about that. But as of right now, right, again, you can see it's 10:13 Monday evening. What I would like to do is pick up CVNA. You can see, actually, I've got an alert set in my own system right here, this little dashed line, to pick up CVNA, which is at the point of control, which is right in through here. I'm not sure why it's not populating. Let's pull over this chart. CVNA, where is the volume profile? There it is. Come on. Give me the data. There we go. So this red line, you can see I've got the dashed line over it. That's the point of control, and that comes in at around 79.5. I'd love to buy CVNA at 79.5. If I get an opportunity to do that tomorrow, I will likely do that. But with a 195-minute chart, I don't need to go out months or anything like that. I could probably just do, just to play it safe, I'd probably go out to April 5th, 17 days until expiration, and I will pick up, or I would like to pick up, these $80 calls for April 5th. So I'll type that up, but that's kind of the plan. Entering around 79 to 80, and then I'll look for a move higher based on the Fibonacci extension up into, I really think CVNA is going to 100. Whether it does that based off of this squeeze or not, I'm not sure. But target's 95 and 100 on CVNA, and then a stop would just be kind of below this pattern. So in through maybe 75, stop under 75. Entry near 79, stop under 75, and then targets at 95 and 100. All right. So that's what I've got for this week. I hope it helps, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a good one.